Hey, and we're back with another episode of the Lonely Stoner podcast. This episode, 22 now?
Yeah, I think so.
Episode 22. I'm Seth.
And I'm Evan.
Like I said, we're back again. We ordered an episode a few days ago now, but it's just probably dropped on the. She may not. It's not probably not even dropped yet. I don't know. What's the date today? 13th. I think it drops tomorrow.
Yeah,
Our
I
last
think it
episode,
does.
but they're just gonna. I'm just end up confusing people talking about that because they're different dates.
Yeah.
Yeah, episode 22. Though, I mean, come a long way, G.
Yeah, we're staying consistent with it. I mean, like we've said before, we really have no reason to not be doing these. We have to. Everyone has a couple hours of spare time, sitting about. So
Yeah,
yeah,
we're growing
yeah.
slowly but surely as well. And when we're recording this one, 64 subs. You know, I don't even know 64 people. Probably do, but
Nah,
you know.
I don't know 64 people.
Yeah.
Definitely
And
not.
the entire channel, 52,000 views. So, you know, it's a lot. It's a lot of people.
Yeah, when you think about it, I need to
Just
go
us
in and look at
talking.
the analytics of like the ages and where people are from and stuff like that of our viewers.
Yeah, I think mostly it's USA and the UK are the biggest
Makes
two.
sense.
I'm pretty sure. And the age demographics is pretty even, to be fair. From like adults, all sort of ages. Because I guess we kind of talk about a lot of different stuff. I think our main one's probably like 18 to 34, probably, or whatever that one is. Talk about a lot of UFC and boxing and MMA. That's that sort of stuff. But even the stuff about movies and all that probably attracts a certain demographic too.
Yeah, of course. But
Um,
yeah, no, we're talking about a lot of stuff. So really, our viewers could definitely come from anywhere.
I was when I was looking at it the other day, I was seeing um like what devices people watch us on, right? And obviously, the majority is mobile, but people be watching us on like the TV and stuff, which is mad to think. It's mad to sort of deep
Yeah,
that.
watching us on the TV is kind of crazy work, but
Yeah,
I mean, do what you gotta do,
facts. As long as they're consuming the content, innit?
one way or another.
Facts.
Got to.
Yeah. But you're just scrolling on the YouTube homepage, and then you just see our thumbnail, and you decide to click on it when you're on YouTube TV. Yeah, that's crazy, but I respect it. I mean, as long as they're watching it, who am I to knock them?
No, exactly. If you're watching it, you're enjoying it. I mean, who are you to? I mean, it's our content at the end of the day, so definitely
Facts.
not complaining. You
Um,
watch it on a BlackBerry, for all I'm concerned, as long as you're watching.
right. Yeah, it's probably like the first ones to have like YouTube and stuff on it.
Yeah, exactly.
BlackBerry Curve. What was it? 8520. I don't know if that's what it was actually called. Something like that.
Back in the day, I remember getting my BlackBerry. I was excited for sure.
Yeah. Man, them things used to be like expensive as well. Like that, like the new ones. When
Yeah,
the new ones would come out, it'd be like a good couple bills. But obviously nowadays you have phones that are like $1,000, but still.
yeah. I mean, even like back then, it was even expensive. So,
Yeah.
I mean, the only people who's dropping $1,000 on a fresh phone is the people that can afford to. Really.
Yeah. Yeah, you think that typically, but yeah. I agree.
But yeah, you had to get me to watch Daredevil though.
It's
I
cold,
hadn't
so
watched
I
any of
rate
that.
it. I do rate it. The first three episodes I liked them better still. I liked all of it, I can't lie. I liked Kingpin. Um I liked that your guy Foggy is packed in the first episode and Daredevil dashes the
Yeah.
brother off the
Spoiler
building.
warning.
Yeah, spoiler warning, yeah. But he did die in the original show, didn't he?
Did he?
I don't know, I thought
I don't know. I didn't think he did.
yeah. I don't know. I got no idea still.
I watched it like probably. I watched it originally like back in the day, but I also watched it probably like a year ago. But
I
can't
remember
remember
I think I
exactly.
watched like the first season again probably like a year ago and it was cold.
The original one was good. It was solid.
Yeah, I think
Solid,
people say
solid
it kind
show.
of fell off towards the end. But that's why I only really watched the first season of it still to see what it was saying. But
Yeah. And you get it the same sort of vibe. By the way, quickly, how did that guy survive falling off the roof like that?
bro, I got no idea. I got no
Because I'm
idea.
like assuming he's dead, yeah. Then I'm just seeing him
Yeah,
in court, like, yeah, you've
yeah.
been charged, and he's just looking calm. I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, I get there was a lot of time. There was a lot of time skips in this
Mm.
in the first couple episodes because there's no way a whole trial like that is just wrapped. You know what I mean? That's taken a good few weeks or a couple of months.
Oh,
So
definitely, yeah.
we're definitely getting a bit of time skip in these
Oh,
first few
100%.
episodes,
Yeah.
and also like with the Kingpin thing, how he like became mayor, and that's not happening in a short amount of time as well. So
No,
definitely
definitely.
had big time skips. But it's it depends what they're setting up. I mean, how many episodes is this show going to be? It's quite a lot, if I'm not
I'm
mistaken.
not sure. Not 100% sure. I know.
Let me find out.
The thing is, considering the amount of stuff you was hearing about Daredevil going into it, around like it being like reshot and all this stuff, and it costing them loads of money, and the script's been scrapped and they made a new script. It's come out pretty good still, because very very rarely when stuff like this happens, it like the movie or film that comes out or series that comes out after is normally pretty bad still. You can tell it's been sort of chopped up and like a Frankenstein's monster of a film or a series rather. But obviously, it's still early days of Daredevil. Like, there's still plenty of time for Disney to mess this up.
This
It's
is going
just
to be 9 episodes.
that's decent still. I mean, it doesn't feel like many shows get like. Actually, no, these Disney Plus shows they do be getting a decent amount of episodes. To be fair, Andor was a long season. I think Moon Knight was probably a longer season as well.
I thought Moon Knight was about 5 or 6 episodes.
Well, it was.
That's what I
Oh,
thought.
it probably was still. I mean, just felt like it was a long time, innit? With your guy somehow
Yeah, that was
Palpatine
6 episodes.
returned.
Miss Marvel was 6 episodes. Falcon and Winter
Yeah,
Soldier was 6 episodes.
yeah, I was gonna
Secret
say like
Invasion
it's
six
longer than
episodes. Hawkeye 6 episodes.
9 episodes is longer than normal. Still, yeah, most series feel like they get 6 episodes now.
Obviously, the original on Netflix was like 20 episodes a season.
Yeah, that's Netflix. And Netflix were in their bag, bro.
Yeah,
They knew
and you can
about
tell
content.
they've probably spent a lot more on this one than they were on the original
Oh yeah, you
Daredevil
can definitely
as
tell that.
well.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
But yeah, for the most part, it's a lot better than what Marvel have been putting out as of recent, and so much better.
This is one of those things. It's sort of like how you kind of feel after you watch like Guardians or Deadpool and Wolverine or Guardians 3, and you're like, right, so you actually can make good stuff when you want to. You just like more time just choose not to. Like occasionally you have like a Guardians 3 or like a Deadpool Wolverine or like a Daredevil Born Again. Like, these are good projects, but the rest of them are just shit. So like you can make good projects when you want to, but yeah, bro.
Yeah, it feels as if they actually focused on making it a good show first, and then having it fit in to the universe that it's set in,
Yeah.
which I can appreciate. I mean, I haven't read much into who the director is or the project leaders of this show or anything like that, but I've just watched the first 3 episodes last night and this morning, and yeah, I enjoyed it. I like what I was seeing. Although I was playing WWE while watching the first 2 episodes, but
I hear it.
you know,
Your
I was
boy,
still paying attention.
your boy Tony Soprano's son's in it as well.
Yeah. It's just I like that little, when it's like filmed through that lens of the report that girl makes. I like them
Yeah.
little segments because
Yeah,
it kind
yeah.
of gives you a different insight into this world building. It's really good world building that we haven't seen in many Marvel projects, and it gives
I
you
agree.
different insights and how different people feel about what's going on and opposing views. And I liked a lot of what the first 3 episodes of Daredevil had to offer.
Definitely a lot of good world building. Yeah, like you're saying with the what's called the BB report. Like
Yeah, the BB report. Yeah, that's it.
it's good world building, and like you
It's
said,
not
kind
forced
of
with anything. It's just
no.
it just gets put in there, and it captures like these almost candid reactions to what's going on around the world. And I don't know if those people in them little BB report segments are like real people who have just been told about something and they believe it, or if they're actors. But it seems really candid and
Yeah.
you can appreciate that, and it really does make it feel real.
Sort of makes the characters feel more three-dimensional. Like how Kingpin's
Sure,
become the mayor of
sure.
New York. Obviously, not everyone's just gonna love him because he's the mayor of New York. A lot of people know about man's history, and they don't feel like mad. They're not mad happy that a guy with his background's now mayor of New York. But there's some people that are huge fans of him, which is realistic. That's how it's like in real life, bro. When someone becomes mayor of London or prime minister, of course you're gonna have people that are fans of the
And I
person, and
guess
you
I
have
feel
people
like
who
they are
hate him.
trying to sort of mirror the Trump thing a little bit.
Yeah,
With
okay.
it, there's certain imagery and um, like phrases they'll use. They're like, "How can a criminal be a politician?" Like, okay,
Yeah.
I was like, all right, we know you're talking about there, mate.
Yeah, facts. Definitely. Yeah.
But nevertheless, I mean, they're not like shading the character of Kingpin just to fit this narrative. Kingpin is Kingpin.
No,
He's
definitely.
he seems like a genuine character, and obviously you always feel like he's got something going on because I mean he seems to be there as the villain, but maybe he's not. I mean, you never really know how this show's going to play out. But
Yeah, it's true.
yeah, no, I'm liking a lot of what it has to offer. When did episodes come out? What day?
I have a feeling
Episode 3 was on 11th, so that was on Monday. No, Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. So I guess
coming out
Tuesday's the
every
release.
Tuesdays. Okay,
Yeah, I suppose so.
fair enough. I mean, obviously Kingpin's a lot better in this than he was in Echo, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I never even watched that show, to be completely fair. So.
Neither did I. But from what I hear, man, was just like some like C-list side villain that's got packed in by like some blind chick. Whereas
And he got done in the Hawkeye show as well.
oh, maybe that's what I'm talking about then.
Actually,
What was
no,
it?
yeah. Okay, Echo was in the Hawkeye show as well, yeah.
Oh yes, yeah, that's it.
I
Yeah.
actually do think he was in Echo as well, though. But I never watched it, so I don't know. But
So
they're
what was?
both definitely in the Hawkeye show.
Oh, maybe that's it then. Yeah, I don't know. I ain't watched either of them either.
I mean, we
I
have no
thought,
reason to know, to be honest.
no, exactly. Who's really spending their time watching that? And this is what I think Disney probably lose sight of, like when they're making these shows. Like, who's actually going to take time out of their day to watch this?
Exactly, and when your name has been lowered the way they have, releasing the shows and shitty films they have, when you release or Hawkeye or Echo, you can't expect people to watch it off the Marvel name alone because
Oh,
you've just been releasing a bunch of nonsense.
yep.
But
Literally
this
that.
Daredevil show, it had a built-in fan base from the previous show that were gonna watch it. Even though I heard that the first 2 episodes, like viewership-wise, were really bad for
Oh,
Daredevil
mad.
Born Again. But I don't know if that speaks more to just the state that Disney and Marvel are in right now,
Yeah.
or to the show. But I mean, I think it's definitely worth watching.
No, I agree. I really enjoyed what we've seen so far in the first 3 episodes. Yeah, shame about the viewership. Yeah, but I guess Daredevil, yeah, he had somewhat of a obviously built-in audience, but he's still not a huge name in terms
No,
of as
definitely
far as
not.
superheroes go. In terms of your marquee names like a Spider-Man or whatever, Deadpool is still pretty small compared to them. And even though Daredevil had a film, you know, way back in the day with Ben Affleck, that film didn't do very well at all financially.
Although
Um,
he's a known comic book character, but he's not a guy that you could typically create a project around. He'd more be
no,
like a side character in someone
yeah, I
else's
mean,
thing. But yeah, making that film back in the day, it didn't do well, and it's kind of gets memed on as time goes on. But even then, that film probably isn't as bad as some of the stuff that's come out these days. But it was pretty bad.
yeah.
But then you have the
I mean,
Netflix show, which was good and people liked it, and it was a completely
yeah,
different take on Daredevil. Completely different take.
yeah. I think probably the first time I saw anything from Daredevil was probably that Ben Affleck film, and then after was probably in the Spider-Man animated series.
Yeah, I do remember him in the Spider-Man animated series.
Only in it for like probably like one episode, maybe two. But
I
he was
remember him. He
cold.
was like the lawyer and everything. He showed up as Matt
Yeah,
Murdock. He was a lawyer.
Yeah, and he's I mean, it makes sense because all these men they're in New York. Obviously, both of them share a villain in Kingpin. Um, so yeah, it makes sense.
But yeah, obviously, it does go without saying the biggest difference between this show and the previous Daredevil show is that this is set in the MCU now. This is built into the Marvel Cinematic Universe because they reference Spider-Man in
Okay,
the show already. Like
yeah,
Wilson Fisk was like, I don't need a guy in a what was my man the white what tiger?
yeah,
He's like, I don't
yeah,
need someone in a tiger costume or spider costume running
yeah.
around to save this city.
It would make sense because this is the same Daredevil that was in She-Hulk as well, isn't it? So
Yeah.
it makes sense that this is in the MCU. Um,
So yeah, that's the biggest difference between really this show and the original Daredevil show on
yeah,
Netflix.
it
That was
doesn't
in
look
its
like
in like own Netflix universe with like
it
Luke
was,
Cage and
but it
Jessica
was
Jones.
it was sort of adjacent to the MCU though because they talked about. I know the first season was like heavily like the fallout from the Avengers New York.
Yeah, it was like like you said, like adjacent but not like built into it almost.
Nah,
But this one, I mean, obviously they've teased Punisher at the end of the third episode, so I feel like if the viewerships go scoot up a bit for the next episode, if
got
they're
to,
teasing
innit?
Punisher like that, just
Yeah, that was mad.
absolutely finished off. I mean, I think I like that as well because that tells you that okay, it's this world where there's these type of vigilantes and these type of people with these not necessarily like superpowers, but like maybe gifts and weapons and stuff in this world, which is the Marvel Cinematic Universe now, but they're not invincible. They can just be shot in the
Nah,
head. And I
yeah,
like
fact.
I like that, and I like these guys, these superheroes, these vigilantes. They're not all just invincible guys. They can just get caught lacking, like Punisher caught him lacking,
Yeah, that was jokes still.
and
Just
just
one to the dome, innit?
absolutely ended his existence. I mean, and that also goes to show the anti-hero state of the Punisher. They're not bringing him in as a good guy, friend for Daredevil. He's gonna be a problem for a lot of
Yeah,
characters in the show. He's
that's
gonna, but I rate Punisher. I love Punisher a lot, and John Bernthal playing him. Hopefully, it's John
yeah,
Bernthal again. You
yeah,
think it is, but yeah, man, that character and him playing him is yeah, man. It's like the loose side of Shane from The Walking Dead, but he's just constantly loose.
yeah, for real. That man say when he was in court, like he'd do it again and all that.
Yeah, it's like I loved it.
Yeah, facts. He understands
He's like,
game
I'm
is game.
itching to do it again.
And there's really not helping some people in it, but
Well, when you
he's
dead off a man's whole family, and you know, can you really expect him to be any different?
exactly no, and that's literally that's the nature of the Punisher's character. Still, um, he's an anti-hero. He's not
And he's been
straight up
created. He
guy.
was created by something. He's not just like this. I mean, obviously there were. I don't know if you watched the Punisher show, but they talk about his past in the army and that he didn't do some nice things. You know what I mean? He
Yeah,
did some mad stuff in the army, so he's not like a regular guy. But it just shows that he's not just out here killing guys for no reason. He's been created by his superiors that killed his family, and there's no stopping him unless you put him down. I'll be honest.
facts.
And
And
which none of these superheroes are going to be willing to do, but he's willing to do it.
exactly.
He's willing to put down who he has to.
That's what makes him cold, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. And I like how this show isn't scared to go away from that typical Marvel structure of their shows and films because it's nothing like anything they've been making. They've strayed very far from the structure of the typical shows that they make, and
Yes, I'd agree with that. Yeah,
it's just fresh. It's just a big, fresher breath air.
yeah,
Fresh, yeah. A breath of fresh air. That's what I meant to say.
yeah, breath, fresh air. Yeah, facts. That's exactly what it is. Still, like even the shots, cinematography, like it's really nice. Like I said, it's just different to what they're doing, which obviously I'm not necessarily a fan. I kind of am a fan in some sense of like different for the sake of being different. Like just being different can be a good thing. Obviously, there needs to be like the substance behind it as well. And Daredevil's got that substance. He's got like the backstory. He's a character we're already sort of familiar with, and they're building on the existing story. Even though, to be fair, having like his old crew there at the first episode. Spoiler alert. Having his old crew there at the start of the first episode, and then by the end of the first episode, like they're pretty much gone, and he's just got a new life. Is a good way to do it. Still, it's good that they address them, and they don't just have, oh, it's Matt Murdock. We're in the
That's
MCU
what they were going to
now.
do originally, because originally they filmed a lot of the show, and them two were never even in it.
Yeah, no, they have to do something.
They have to address it, and I agree that. I mean, it's definitely. I mean, the guy Bullseye, he was still a problem in the last seasons of the original Daredevil show. So it makes sense that he's coming back and trying to cause problems and what happened. It doesn't not make sense. It doesn't happen for the sake of happening. It ties in, and those characters obviously that happens. What happens? Foggy dies, and what's her name goes away.
Aaron.
Yeah, she can't hack being around that sort of area or whatever. She just cuts in it.
Yeah.
So, well, she probably will return, but
yeah. For me, I'm like, okay. Obviously, these guys were there at the end of the show. Even if you've not got plans for them, at least address it. Like you said,
exactly.
okay, you didn't want to use Foggy. Okay, you killed him off. Whatever. At least we know now he's dead. He's not coming back. Aaron, even if she doesn't come back, we know she just moved away in it. But like you're saying, she might come back. The door's still open for that. So they've got options there, but don't just pretend like it never existed.
They don't exist, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just to suit your Marvel universe, This
is the sort of thing they would have done if this show came out 2 years ago. That's the sort of thing they would have done.
Yeah, 100%.
They would have just acted like they never existed, and then would have just started a new Daredevil series, and it would have been like She-Hulk season 2, innit?
I'll be thinking at that point, you might as well just get a new actor for Daredevil. I mean, what's the point? But
yeah, at that point, yeah. Facts.
You're basically just resetting the whole story, but you're keeping the actor, and you're keeping the same guy who played Kingpin.
Yeah.
It's definitely, you have to address it. I agree.
Yeah. I do. You do.
But yeah, no, we went on for a long time about Daredevil. I mean, it goes to show that at least there's something to talk about Marvel-wise now.
Facts.
I mean, you saw Captain America 4, but I mean, there wasn't really much to say about it.
Nothing much to say about it. Like I said, I've made a couple videos about it, but it was a pretty average film for the most part. I was ranking it amongst I looked at Marvel Phase 4 and 5, and I think I had it around the 4th or 5th best film in MCU Phase 4 and 5.
That an average film is
literally
essentially the top 4 for the phase.
Literally.
I mean, Jesus.
Yeah. And then I ranked it against some other DC films, and I said it's pretty much a 5 out of 10 film. It's middle of the road. Right? I was like,
if you knew what it was, you wouldn't really watch it, but I mean, it's better than other things out there.
Yeah. And there's some, decent fight scenes, some decent action in it. It's okay in it. And I was I compared it to Blue Beetle, where it's a film where, like I said, it's run of the mill, middle of the road, inoffensively average, doesn't do anything amazingly, doesn't do anything terribly. I mean, the story's a bit messy, but it doesn't do anything terribly, right? But yeah, same thing, doesn't do anything amazing, so it's not gonna be a sort of film that I'm desperate to see again. I'll probably never watch it again. Hopefully not. Anyway,
yeah, I probably will never watch it, to be honest.
You're not missing out on much. To be honest, you're really not missing out on much. Yeah, it was average run of the mill film, but yeah, that's it. That's really all there's been to talk about regarding Marvel. And the next film that's coming out is Thunderbolts.
But let's not say we haven't seen some of these Marvel shows start off interesting and then turn into absolute shit. So
Yeah,
the potential's always there.
That's what I said. Marvel's still got loads of time to mess this up.
But there's signs that it won't.
Yeah.
And also our guy from The Wire, respect.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, it took me a second to clock who you was talking about there.
I mean, he kind of just looks the same, but slightly older.
Yeah, just older. Yeah. That's how I could clock. When you said the guy from the newspaper, I was like, oh, rah.
Yeah, innit?
Yeah, facts. Oh man, what a guy! Working at a newspaper, you know.
And then
Jesus.
the
Slept on
yeah, it
season of
all
The
went.
Wild.
Yeah, no, I love that season. That's when like when McNulty's all
Yeah, in fact, taking swigs, isn't it?
he's
and,
all choking out dead bodies and stuff.
and the black guy's watching him, like saying Jesus. Like,
Yeah,
why are you
Jesus,
just choking out a dead guy? Like, there's no need for that.
got to
You should
got to
take a
choke
swig
out.
of the fucking Johnny Walker, innit?
Sometimes you have to like create a false threat of a serial killer to get police funding.
Clearly, innit?
Sometimes you just need to do it.
Yeah. A lot of people didn't
I mean,
like
it's bigger than
Godfather because of
McNulty. Do
that.
you know what I mean? It's bigger than McNulty.
What is what? Yeah, murderer. Yeah, what you call it? Serial killer. Yeah, that's choking out dead homeless people, like
For real.
and dragging them into vacants. I gotta respect it.
Everyone has to have a hustle.
That's the saying, isn't it? Imagine getting done in a vacant though, like what's his name? Babyface Andre, innit?
You just go missing, innit? No one even finds you until they just decide to randomly open it up.
Facts.
That could be months, years.
Yeah, because they're not looking in their like just for their sake, not just for the sake, but like, they're not randomly just opening up a vacant and looking
The
in
only
there.
reason
Like,
it's going to get opened up if someone buys the land, pretty much.
yeah, just find dead bodies in it. Jesus. Imagine you cop a yard and you just put a dead body in there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a bit different, isn't it? Because you're not copying like a vacant apartment lot in it, but I mean, every bit more of a worry. You just buy a flat.
That's tap though, because they'll remove the body, but you have to clean it up.
Oh, mad. Yeah, I guess so, innit? Yeah.
They don't clean it up. They'll
What about
remove
like
the body,
evidence?
but
Like,
no,
there
they'll
must
remove the body and survey and stuff, obviously, and it'll be a crime scene probably for like a day or two. But after that,
yeah.
they'll take the body away. Obviously, they'll take the body away fairly quickly. Then they'll investigate and do what they need to do. Once they're done, they'll just leave the cleaning to you.
We have to hire some Mexicans in, innit, to do it.
Yeah. You just find them packed together on the street, innit?
They
Just
used to
El
have them.
Clino Halso.
Facts. They used to have like I won't bait out like the spots, but like how can I really explain it to you?
Or you get them to clean naked and that.
No, but like round our sides, you would get like groups of, like Eastern Europeans, and they'd be like outside like car parks.
They're looking for work. Just jump in the
Yeah,
back of the truck.
facts. Looking for work, and
Or jump in the
you ask
back of
them
the
what they
van. They
can do,
get five of
and
you to jump in the back of the van.
facts. And then man, they're low key resourceful as well. Like they can do stuff like if you need like a wall plastered or
And
something,
like
they can do
£5 an
that.
hour.
Yeah, wall plastered. Like need some electrician stuff being done. Then man, these men can do it. I mean, you pay them a small
A
fee.
victimless crime, really.
Facts. And then they say to you, just because you've paid them a small fortune, that gives them power over you.
Yeah. Well,
They
that guy
just,
did have to get his neck cracked, didn't it?
yeah, mad. Moving like your moveset on WWE, innit? Snapping a
Yeah.
guy's neck.
That's funny. I did have to change up. So what's the first video that's going to have the WWE gameplay?
Episode 21 will have it, and then some of my newer side quests, probably like
Okay.
from episode 51.
Yeah, that's jokes.
And episode 51, that's mad to say though, isn't it?
Like when I changed, I went deep into the movesets when you put them up, and
Okay, yeah.
I made them like like you can bite people and that. I put all them sort of moves on our guys,
Jesus.
biting people up, like stamping on their head, all stuff like that. It's just a brutal.
Have you done the H-bomb yet?
No, I still haven't.
It's the
Let's
grounded
just see what it
signature.
is.
Grounded signature.
Is it called the H bomb?
That's what it's called, a H-bomb. It's basically the moves that Hendo did to Bisping, but not the overhand. It is when he was knocked out on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just jumps on him on the face and just elbows him in the face.
Yeah. And that's one of your signatures. It's violent, G. It's
It should
brutal.
be in my signature though. Yeah, I've been saying for a long time, certain females need to get H bombed.
Facts.
And then
Wait,
do
the
what I need
mask's
to
in
do.
that, innit?
Yeah, definitely. I didn't change none of their finishes, signatures, or tires or anything.
Yeah.
I did give us an entrance though, because on the showcase, you can unlock one of the entrances from the was it Firefly Funhouse match
Oh,
that
okay.
John Cena and Bray Wyatt had. It's pretty jokes that because they walk out and they're all pointing at each other and that, and I just selected that because it's no one's real walkout, and
Ah,
so I just sat down. It's
yeah.
quite jokes to be honest, but
That's cold still. That's cold.
yeah, we're the SmackDown Tag Team Champions on the Universe mode.
That's cold.
Mashed up Solo Sikoa and Jimmy Uso.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan will be coming for you, isn't it?
Facts. Tell him again, innit?
Oh, but I do feel like we should talk about that list that I sent you
List you sent me? What list did you send
on
me?
Instagram of the top 15 black
Oh, the
wrestlers of all
black
time.
wrestlers. Yeah, yeah, that's mad. It's mad because they're
I feel
counting
like there's
certain
some
men.
talking points about that.
Definitely, yeah, because there's certain guys on here that are not. Yeah, I'm not regarding these guys as
I mean,
black
it's
to me.
not no. I mean, is it how big is this page? Nearly 100,000 followers, but someone still decided to do this.
Yeah, facts.
So
Oh, it's not even.
no, they say it's not their list.
Yeah,
BET. Who's
yeah.
BET?
That's You've not heard of them? The Black Entertainment Group. They're big. BET. You not heard of them?
No.
No, they're big like a media company. They've made like movies, TV shows. They got like a TV channel and stuff. The BET
Okay.
Awards. Have you not heard of them as well?
Oh, I've heard of them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's that company.
Okay, so they ranked their top 15
Yeah,
black wrestlers of all time.
yeah,
And at number one, they had Booker T. At first, you might think that's fair.
yeah.
Booker T at number one. You're thinking in your mind, black wrestlers of all time. He's definitely up there.
Yes, definitely.
Multiple time world champion, legend, worked for a long time, multiple companies.
Yeah,
And then number two, they have The Rock.
yeah.
Now herein lies the question to me. Number one, two questions actually. Number one, is Booker T better than The Rock?
Yep.
And number two, is The Rock black?
I agree. Those are my two questions as well. Because if you're counting The Rock as black, then he's number one.
And he's better than Booker T.
Exactly.
100%. But
Maybe he can't be
is The
number one
Rock? I
because
mean,
he's not fully black.
The Rock's dad is black, but The Rock
Yes.
is not full black. And I think, I mean, there's even a couple others on this as well. Sasha Banks / Mercedes Moné.
Yeah.
Ain't she like Puerto Rican and black or something? She's not fully black. And then like Naomi. What? Where's the man Jay Lethal? Jay Lethal is a
Yeah.
legend of wrestling.
If you're not in WWE, innit, it's tough out here.
I mean, you got Bianca Belair above Devon Dudley.
That's mad, really. I mean,
Yeah, I think Bianca Belair did main event WrestleMania though, but
yeah, and she's like a multiple-time world champion. Devon
I
hasn't
guess
really done that, but he's part of my favorite tag team of all time. Personally, he's
definitely
one of
one of the tag teams of all time.
yeah,
Definitely.
definitely.
And I don't necessarily like these modern era tag teams. You know, I like a lot of the older tag teams. Like
Yeah, I
the
mean back
Hardy Boys
then
and
when it was like the Hardys and the Dudley
the
Boys and
Dudleys.
all these other guys, that was like the golden age of tag team wrestling. Still,
Yeah, for sure.
it's
And then
never really
I
been
felt
like
like you had a space where it was just a bunch of misfitted wrestlers put together
yeah,
to be tag teams and also stables who had tag
fact,
teams.
yeah.
The real
Uh,
two-man tag team.
Yeah, and you know, it'll be like occasionally, like once every couple of years, you'd have like a cold tag team like the Shield or whatever, but you wouldn't have like a cold division. You'd have one good tag team
Yeah.
that would basically be
But
the
then,
entire.
guys, the thing always with tag teams. Once one of them or both of them get too cold, they're too good for the tag team, and
Yeah,
you have to have them in other stuff going on.
yeah,
So the
exactly.
tag team was always kind of relegated to either building people up or being for specialist tag team wrestlers.
Yeah,
And the
exactly.
specialist tag team wrestlers are never really that great.
No, not when
The
they get
super modern ones, anyway.
yeah. Yeah, no, that's true. Still, it's true. I would agree with that.
But yeah, this list though.
Yeah.
I mean, Kofi
No.
Kingston, Mark Henry, Sphere,
Yeah.
Bobby Lashley,
Yeah.
Junkyard Dog, Ron Simmons,
Yeah.
Big
That was
E. I
amazing.
guess Big E's a
Yeah,
world
I mean,
champ. Was a world champ.
yeah, world champ. To be fair.
Jacqueline. Yeah, okay. She was women's world champ, I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah, it's mad.
I don't know
No
who Jazz
MVP.
is, to be honest, but
No MVP. No Jay Lethal.
I mean, I'm gonna look in the comments a little bit, see who else might have been left out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really. R-Truth.
Yeah, he's been around for time. To be fair.
R-Truth has been around for a long, long time.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been tag champ a bunch of times.
Yep.
I don't know if he's been like IC champ or US champ at any point.
I'm sure he
You'd
was
think
US
at least
champ.
once or twice.
I'm sure he's been US champ. He was the 24/7 champ a number of times. But he said he's the 24/7 7-Eleven like world champ or something, but it's mad. He was going in when he was saying that, bro. 24/7 7-Eleven.
Someone said the Godfather as well.
Low key, bro, man. When he was in the ring with the Undertaker, I said, "I know you like."
I know you like hoes. Yeah. I know you like hoes.
Undertaker just banged him. He's like, I know you're the dead man, but if there's anything not dead, these women will bring it out. And then Undertaker bangs him in the face. Yeah, but you don't get characters like that no more. Facts. For that sort of stuff alone, Godfather should be on there. Facts.
Yeah, no, Godfather was he's a legend of the game.
Yeah.
So I see him on these podcasts these days and that sometimes. Quite jokes.
Yeah, facts.
And even I watched the Dark Side of the Ring thing about the Brawl for All, and he was on there and just jokes.
Yeah.
But that thing was, do you know about that? That thing was so weird.
Yeah, when they
had real fights and stuff.
The first real fight.
Real fight in professional wrestling. And that was your guy though, Vince Russo's idea, isn't it?
Of course it was, isn't it? Everything's his idea, isn't it?
Gotta be.
Viagra on a pole match was his idea.
Yeah, I never understood that on the pole match stuff.
You give him
like what, you're climbing up to get something off the pole, like.
Yeah, didn't they have
why not just have it
on a pole match?
Why not just have it like hanging from the sky?
I got to be on a pole, bro.
Whether it's on a pole, just have it hanging from on a pole, bro. Gotta be on a pole, bro.
Didn't they have Buff Bagwell's mum on a pole match?
I mean, like, yeah, like what the
fuck? Because they're Buff Bagwell's mum, you know.
Was that in WWE?
That was in WCW still.
I was gonna say.
She was on like no, she wasn't on a pole. She was like on a forklift.
Jesus Christ.
That
is your favourite wrestling personality of all time, though, Vince Russo.
Vince Russo, like, you got, bro. At the end of the day, like, you couldn't. A lot of people criticize him because obviously he did a lot of weird stuff, but I have to understand deep it. Like, when he was involved heavily in wrestling, like on the TV shows, everyone would have a character. Everyone would be doing something.
Yeah.
And you would have guys like the APA or like the Godfather, right? Mad characters, or like Val Venus. Like, these guys, they're not world champions, but they're some of the most popular guys on the show. And these guys aren't main eventers, but these guys can come out, start of the show, they're going to get huge reactions, G.
But I guess you're getting that at the sacrifice of everything else.
What else is there, though? Like, it's entertainment at the end of the day, bro. Can you sell tickets and can you like get reactions from the fans and can you get TV ratings, G?
Things like the Brawl for All, for example. Because all them guys just got injured.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. I mean, when you're doing that sort of stuff, you know, when you're a creative person, like, not everything you do is going to hit, you know? You just got to keep going. Like our friend's Forex guru was telling him, you know, never give up.
Who?
Our friend, when we saw each other yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Never give up, innit?
Never give up. on your gambling.
In fact, you're always one gamble away, innit?
Yeah, 99% of gamblers quit right before they're about to win big.
See?
Don't know if anyone knew that, but it's the
See,
truth.
if you don't know, you do, innit?
There you go.
Facts. Dropping free game for these guys, man. 22
Free
episodes in.
game.
And to think, the 22 episodes of the podcast, 53 episodes of Side Quest. But we're trying to reach Joe Rogan numbers, so Joe Rogan, we coming for you, innit?
Facts. We are coming
We
for it.
worked for, innit?
Well, you gotta think like he'll be dead soon enough, so we'll just then
You
then
never
there'll be a
know.
stall on his side, or they'll just create an AI soul version of him to carry on the podcast, innit?
Speaking of AI clones, have you seen the stuff around BJ
Yeah.
Penn?
Yeah, that is your guy, man.
The W segue, innit?
That is your guy saying his mum got replaced by some rich family to take his money. Like, why would the people who have the money and power to do that target you?
His peak,
Like,
so he's
you're
cooked.
just skunked. You just need to be put into a home at that point, bro. You've been knocked out too many times in too many bars.
Facts. He's taking some beatings, bro. And
Yeah,
we
body is true.
saw the stuff in the UFC, and we saw him get cooked many times, but there's probably loads of times like in the gyms, and then we saw him get knocked out in a bar. Like, dude's probably been concussed,
I mean, you do hear about this
Yes,
stuff
man.
sometimes, though. Guys start saying stuff like this, and then they end up in homes. So it's not.
Oh, definitely.
It's not necessarily even funny, to be honest. But
I'll be real, it's not G. Like, considering this guy was fighting. I mean, it feels like it wasn't that long ago this guy was fighting, to be fair.
it wasn't that long ago. It was probably
I haven't
like
got
2016 or something. He last fought,
yeah, mad.
which actually is quite a while ago. If you actually
Yeah,
do think about it.
that's like 10 years ago, to be fair. I thought it was more recent than that, but yeah, bro. It's what happens, though. I mean, it's a real thing. I don't know how there can be fighters who just think like
2019 was his last fight.
That's what I'm gonna
2019
say. Yeah, I thought it was more recent than that.
against
Yeah,
that was Clay against Clay Guida. Yeah,
Jesus.
the fight after the Ryan Hall. The Ryan Hall fight's the last one I remember.
Yeah. There's fighters out there that don't even believe CTE is real, but like I don't know how you can believe like taking 15 years, 20 years of concussions and brain damage is not going to affect you later on in life.
Definitely, and obviously, I think that some people are more predisposed to being affected by these things as well. So maybe BJ Penn's one of those guys. The type of, I mean, he's been fighting for a long, long time as well. Early days of the UFC, up to only a few years ago, like 5 years ago.
And like his losses later on in his career, dude was getting slept. G.
Yeah.
I remember seeing dude bad knockouts as well. Not like he got rocked and then some finish up shots like a TKO where like he doesn't get flatlined, but he's still kind of in it. I remember seeing dudes snoring on the floor, like getting flatlined.
Yeah, no, like yeah. The type of knockouts where if somebody did end up like that afterwards, you're gonna look back on them and go, "Oh, yeah, there you go."
That's probably
But
what was inspiring when he was younger as well.
It's not like a thing where anyone that takes that type of damage is going to end up like that, though. There's something with him as well that combined with also after his career as well, the type of damage that he took, and probably stuff like that was happening more often than we think, where it just wasn't ending up on the internet every time. Maybe people there didn't know who he was or something like that.
That's what I think probably is happening still.
He's probably on a regular basis getting absolutely brutalized at bars and stuff like this. To the point where like he's just basically looking in going to get knocked out because maybe wants to, what do they say for YouTube these days? Unalive himself.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe he's thinking to unalive himself and he just doesn't care. But yeah, well, he's saying that your mum got replaced and come on, bro.
Yeah. Well, it reminds me of obviously the recent stuff with Shane Carwin as well, but like his brain damage has like affected him. Obviously, his situation is probably not as crazy as BJ Penn's, where he's talking about his own mum and all that. But man lost his job, didn't he?
Who?
Shane Carwin.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, because of his CTE. It was
Oh,
what
I heard about
Brendan
that. Yeah, that
Schaub
was
was
Brendan
not was
Schaub and
fine
Brendan
about.
Schaub and Nate Diaz were beefing
Yeah.
about.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah,
Volume punch me, innit?
No, that's rough for sure.
Yeah. So it does happen though. It does happen to these guys. Who else? I remember like Gary Goodrich had it as well. Bad. Like dude was forgetting bare stuff.
But it's one of those things where that's kind of comes with part and parcel of being a fighter. You be a fighter, you can't expect
Yeah.
that. That's impossible. You know, it's definitely possible if you're a fighter. That's increased likelihood.
I think Joe Rogan's even said stories about GSP. And GSP is a guy who I remember him as being, I mean, he's been through a few wars, but for the most of his career, for the bulk of his career, he was a pretty safe fighter. You know? And wasn't taking tons and tons of damage. But even Joe Rogan was telling a story about GSP that he'd put like groceries in his car and then gone out, like gone into his home and then gone back to get the groceries and then all gone rotten. This dude put the groceries in his car like 5 days ago and dude forgot about it.
Yeah, that's wild.
A man's coming back thinking it's been like 10 minutes, but it's been like 5 days.
Yeah, that's just not nice. You know, that's somebody that needs help.
Facts.
And
yeah,
for someone to be put in a situation like that, no, it's rough.
You want me to be out here taking shots from heavyweights, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, you should really, innit?
Yeah, facts. I can be like them, man.
Why not?
Just buy some bud, leave it in my car, like 5 days, innit? Like,
just come back to it being super dry and.
That would be actually not a bad thing considering this Star Dog that I got from a friend of ours. Same guy that you got yours from. Very sticky.
Yeah, wet.
Yeah, very sticky Star Dog. This one was. Smokes most of it now, so it's all right, isn't it?
It's all right, innit? Yeah.
Thanks.
Just move on with your day.
That's it, bro. Done its
think
job.
About it.
That's like the classic line that I always say about bud, isn't it? Like the answer's just smoking more of it. If it's bad bud, you smoke more of it to get more fried, and if it's good bud, you smoke more of it to get even more fried.
Yeah, that's just drugs, isn't it?
Facts. It's like when someone takes drugs and they say they don't feel anything. You're like, yes, I definitely take some more, innit?
Yeah, just become addicted and.
Yeah, but you can't do that with edibles though. Edibles will just send you to the shadow realm still.
Yeah, I don't even like what edibles give you though, because it's more of a just put you out sort of. Waving, not a high almost. So put you down.
Exactly, definitely. Because I was seeing or listening to a video about a guy talking about the difference in just racing and just edibles. Because like you said, when I have an edible, it's a different high completely. But that's because apparently the way it's like digested in your body, it acts more like a psychedelic than odd.
Yeah, so I guess that makes sense in what it's doing.
Closer. It's like a closer high to like going on like Molly or like an acid trip, rather than just smoking a spliff. Which for me actually feels mad accurate because when I'm taking edible, bro, I feel like I'm floating. G, it's nuts.
Yeah, that's why when I have had edibles in the past, I'll just sort of be sitting back in my bed and I'm like,
yeah, bro.
Almost just want to feel like I'm sinking into it.
Facts. But with a spliff, like you're, unless you're like mad fan, unless you have like multiple spliffs. If I just have one spliff, I'm like nice and relaxed. I'm cool. I can still do stuff. I can still have conversations and that. And then if it gets to the point where like, I'm smoking like multiple spliffs, like I was on holiday when I was like 7 in a day, and obviously it gets a bit cooked. It'll just somehow teleported from your room down to the canteen where you get your breakfast and dinner and stuff. You don't even know how you get there because you're so fried, and you just somehow teleport there. We should run it back though.
I just read that the guy that played the White Tiger guy in Daredevil he's dead. Like he didn't just die; he's been dead since last year.
Oh man, maybe that's why they decided to pack him off, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe, but yeah, he was good though. That guy, that actor, he was good.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't really get to see much of the White Tiger.
He didn't have loads of dialogue.
But yeah, I mean, the thing is, for me, that storyline just kind of brought out more why I rate Matt Murdock the lawyer, innit?
Yeah, you definitely seen probably more of Matt Murdock, the lawyer, than Daredevil so far. But we've definitely seen our fair share of Daredevil.
Yeah, because
Even when he was in that apartment and he wasn't in his costume or anything, but he just beat the shit out of those
facts.
guys
That's what I'm
and the
saying. Yeah,
feds.
yeah, and I rate that sort of stuff as well. Like he doesn't have to be in his suit. Like he's Daredevil regardless, innit? He's
Yeah,
not
because
got
he's
like some
just his
superpowers.
power is his power is like his hearing pretty much,
Yeah,
and his awareness because of his hearing.
yeah. It's not like he
He's
needs.
just Daredevil 24s. He doesn't. I mean, obviously the equipment and probably the little protection that the armor that the suit gives is nice, but he doesn't need that.
Yeah, yeah. Facts. Not like
He can
I
just
mean,
weigh in a group of guys on his
he
own.
needed that in the first episode when my man was getting shanked up by Bullseye, innit?
Yeah, he was getting done up, but that guy is clearly a problem. But yeah, multiple life sentences, no possibility of parole. I mean, unless man breaks out of prison, which is probably possible to be honest
It's
in
possible,
MCU.
yeah.
Definitely, he's definitely easily possible. He'd probably come out
Yeah,
and end up being the villain, but
yeah.
which
I
would just be
guess.
pretty boring if you ask me.
Yeah, at this point it would be. Yeah, unless they do like a sort of thing with like how they did with Batman and the Riddler, where maybe like Bullseye's like doing like assassination attempts on people, and Daredevil can't work out who it is. He's
Yeah,
trying to find out. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
There are routes there, but it
It
just
could.
depends
There's
how
ways for it
Marvel.
to not be bad, yeah. But for me,
Yeah,
seeing him just somehow break out of prison and be a villain again, it's just what's even the point?
I hear it. Just for them to say somehow, Palpatine's returned, isn't it?
And maybe that will make Daredevil fully break his rules and just kill him and just straight up kill him this time. Don't just chuck him off
Yeah.
a roof.
Well, he's not been Daredevil since that
Nah,
happened, didn't it? Like he's not been in the
nah,
suit
he's
or
not.
anything. Which is very cold. It's cold, bro. It's cold. It's a cold show. I'm just hoping they don't mess it up because, like I said, there's still loads of time for
There's
Marvel.
loads of time for them to mess it up. Loads of
Still got
time,
another
man.
like 6 more episodes. Like they could have, She-Hulk cameos that would ruin it. Like there's better stuff they could do.
Oh, we really just have to wait and see, don't we?
Yeah, for real. For real. I may not be active for too much more longer because I'm gonna buck a ting for lunch soon.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
fair
Soon.
enough.
I mean, I was clipping up some of our old podcast episodes as well, and there's bare of them like us talking about broth tings and how to
Yeah,
treat these chicks and all that. It's cold still. It's bare cold. Around episode 11 and all that. Yeah, bro, deep it. Like I've only just clipped episode 11 of the podcast. We've still got like another 11 more episodes that haven't even been clipped yet, and we're already dropping like 6-7 shorts a day. Dropping like between 5 and 7 shorts a day, plus 1 video a day as well, bro. Outage.
so you just got loads of stuff to clip up. We just got
Facts.
loads of content just on the conveyor belt ready to go.
Facts, bro. That's the way to do it. Out here,
Respect in it.
we're not out here even doing like these mad Mr. Beast productions, dropping like our whole life savings on a video, bro. We're just jumping on, chopping it up, bro, and out here putting out that content. Yeah, and soon come, we're gonna have a guest, hopefully, get some sponsors under our belt, bro. We're out here.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Facts.
Well, who do you think will be on the thumbnail of this one? Definitely something to do with Daredevil. Probably Daredevil and
Daredevil.
Kingpin.
Yeah, Daredevil, Kingpin. Who else did we talk about?
Talk to me a little bit. I don't know what else. There was something else in there.
Booker T,
Oh
Godfather,
yeah,
Vince Russo.
the Godfather. Well, you could do any one of them guys. To be fair.
Yeah, yeah. Or even Jay Lethal. We didn't talk that much about Jay Lethal though.
Nah.
Old
Where's the
Space
guy
Mountain
Jay
down,
Lethal?
isn't it?
Yeah.
He was cold when he did that promo to Ric Flair.
And that was a great segment.
It was. He's a great wrestler. That's the thing. He's a very cold wrestler. I mean, he was one of these guys that when he came to AEW, I knew that he was either going to get used, but he was either going to get treated bare cold or like treated bare shit because he was an
Yeah.
older guy coming in from Ring of Honor.
Yeah, he's definitely no spring chicken whatsoever.
No, he's not. He's an experienced guy. Still can put on good matches though, but I guess where he's not like a superstar. Like if someone, okay, like Okada comes into AEW, like Okada's a superstar to AEW, and then he gets
He
treated
gets a
like that.
mega push. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, show him about JD4. I don't even know if he's still under contract with AEW because again, bro, he's one of these guys that he won't be on TV for like 6 months. Then he'll just randomly on by like a random Dynamite match.
I mean,
What are
that's
you thinking?
really
Like,
that kind of state of AEW. You know, they have so many guys on their roster that they're just paying to do nothing.
yeah,
They're seemingly, quite satisfied to do it. I mean,
facts. Yeah, no one's forcing them to do it. They just started paying guys to keep them at home. You know, like I'm sure if you shouted these guys for matches, these guys are on it, bro. These guys are wrestlers. They want to wrestle.
of course, they don't want to be sitting at home. Obviously, getting paid is no.
Yeah,
They want to
exactly.
be relevant. They want to be. I mean,
Yeah,
these wrestlers are used to working a lot of shows and to just not be
yeah.
getting used. No, I don't think it's necessarily good for a wrestler.
And even okay, like they're grown men. Obviously, we would all love to get paid just to sit at home, but as an adult, that's not going to last forever. And no one's going to pay you to just sit at yard forever. Like eventually, you're going to lose. The contract's going to expire, and then what?
And then you're not
Then you
relevant, and then you're not wanted by
exactly
anyone, and then you can't
go
book
out to like
shows, and then
independents. You're not relevant. You're not wanted. If the fees like your the amount you can charge is way less, you know. Um, yeah, I
exactly.
mean, at least Aaron the plumber won't be on this thumbnail.
Yeah, that's your guy, and that's our guy's guy as well.
Yeah, facts. No, you gotta love Aaron the plumber though, man.
Yeah, I suppose so. Just some bolo guy who just wants to crash out on everyone.
Facts. He's winning, like you said, like Pokemon. He's got to catch them all, innit? All the fades.
Got to, innit?
Okay, so yeah, what I'll do: Daredevil, Kingpin, and the Godfather.
Yeah, that's your the Godfather.
This is why at times I got to look back on our thumbnails. It's bare jokes still, especially for
I
the
know you like hoes.
especially the thumbnails for the podcast episodes, innit? Like you got Lex Luger, US Agent, and Hulk Hogan, innit? And you got Aaron the Plumber, Jared Cannonier, Vince McMahon. What's going on? You got
Aaron the
Chrissy.
Plumber, Jared. That's
You got
crazy.
Chrissy, Eugene, and John Cena. And you got one of my favorite ones here: Kimbo Slash, Jack Perry, and Renato Moicano.
Kimbo slash Jack Perry and Moicano.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Then you got Shamik Moore, Dr. Umar, and DDP. Ridiculous. No, this one's my favorite still. You got Ron Swanson from Parks and Rec, Anthony Smith, and Dave Blunt's.
Because that takes in everything that we like. It's like fighting, TV, and then just a random fat don.
Facts. Dave Blunt's, he's got some tunes, bro. I mean, he used to drop more tunes though, because I'm out here listening to like Dave Blunt's leaks. I need to drop like the official tunes, so we can listen to
Bro
them
said
enough.
leaks.
Facts, bro, because he leaks. Well, yeah, leaks. They kind of are because he teased like one tune on his Instagram, and it was if he drops it, it's like his coldest tune. It's got like a guitar instrumental behind it. It's very cold, very very cold. But man hasn't dropped the tune officially. He needs to do that still. I know what he's waiting for, bro.
He's just teasing it for views, you know. I've got to, man. It's the game.
That's true. I do hear it. I do hear it.
Game is
No.
indeedly the game.
What's man's Instagram? I love you, Dave Blunts. Yeah, he's the goat, bro. That's why.
Oh, that his Instagram.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, I love you, Dave Blunts. That's how you know he's the goat, isn't it?
Respect. I mean, yeah, that is your guy. You love him.
He's just able to make generational music at the end of the day. That's really all there is to it.
Salute.
The dude's on. He's been on a generational run. Jokes as
He's
well. Like,
it's unironically good though. Not
that is
just
though.
like taking the piss out of him listening to it. Unironically quite good.
I agree.
That's why I'm saying he needs to die so he can,
Bruh.
cement. As harsh as it sounds,
They just tell a man he needs to die, innit?
to cement that legacy.
You need to die, innit?
It's what it is.
Oh, in fact, it really is. It really, really is. I need to find that video of when he leaks the tune. I see it somewhere. Dave Blunt's hasn't got that many posts, bro. It's only Dave Blunt's. He is huge though, but no. Who am I, innit?
He's a large guy.
Say the least, innit?
He's a large fellow.
No doubt. No doubt. Yeah, bro. Episode 22 in the bag. Once again. And we'll have to rise up another one soon still.
We'll have to rise up a couple more still.
Yeah, because what's that? So that's 2 so far this week. So we're in our bag. And then I've done like 5 side quests in the past 2 days as well.
Yeah, you've been at it with the side quests.
It's probably every time you jump on the analytics and you refresh it, like another side quest has been uploaded.
It just pops up in it.
Yeah, man. To think 53 episodes in now for the side quests. And I'm not doing anything crazy. Like occasionally there'll be like 5, 6, 7 minute long videos, But yeah, bro, we're out. Lonely Summer Podcast, episode 22.
Come on.
We're out. Peace.
Love.